Yes. Now you can see me.
Yep,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. So today a number of students have asked questions about certificates and all that. I'm in the group which Pradeep sir will attend the way he feels right. This matter is not under control from my side. I will do my best to give you the best of the utilized time today till 9:30. And today we are going to have a little unusual. Online is a little unusual for me. Uh, I think yesterday we somehow managed to uh, get home some benefits of the even in the online mode also. It is not as good as the offline. Maybe in future we are able to do offline workshops. We will linger it for a longer time, much longer time, maybe whole day, uh, one or two course, maybe one course, and every day one. There are a lot of activities and workshops in this time. So students are have opined that they are not able to come and travel distance to go to one particular venue, and that is why we want to online. So workshop today we are going to cover public speaking and communication skills, and as the name suggests, uh, the public speaking is for speaking. So you people will have to do a lot of speaking. I am just opening some slides to give you some memories from earlier time and to refresh your memories. But we'll start with public speaking, which is basically talking to more than one person, or say more than four or five persons at a time. And you have a subject, obviously. When you're speaking, you will have a subject. I had given you certain subjects on the workshop for public speaking, and if I recall, they are looking after yourself emotionally during difficult times. This was one topic. The other was crime and punishment. The third one was the education system. The fourth one was Indian culture and heritage. The next one was pollution or pollution and pollution control. And then we will move on to business communication. So, as requested by me earlier, have you people prepared kind of things on these topics?
Yes, sir.
Is on which topic are you ready so that we can start without wasting any more time?
So the education system, sir.
Who is the speaking? Orijit Chatterjee.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Orijit.
Sir,
Yes, tell
hello.
me. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, sir, we have formed a group, and our group name is Kolkata Legends, and we have 5 members, including me.
Ah, ah. And who are they?
So,
Who are they?
yes, sir.
Please name.
Yes, sir. I myself, Purijit Chatterjee, Swatro Ghosh, Vidisa Rakshit.
Go slow, go slow. I'm writing down. Orijit, Suyat.
Yes, sir. Suyatra,
Then
Vidisha.
Disha. Say hi when the names are being given. Say hi. Show your
Hi,
presence.
sir. Hi,
Then
Hi,
sir.
sir. Good evening.
next, Vidisha. Disha, you have said. Is it Disha or Vidisha?
Vidisha.
Vidisha, sir.
Vidisha. Okay. Then
Then Ishita. Sir,
Ishita.
she is not present right now because she is in work, I guess,
No,
in the
that's all right.
office.
That's all right. That's all right.
And another one is Vitan Hallar.
Pitan. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you, one, two, three, four, five people have discussed amongst yourself. What is the name of your group?
Sir, Kolkata Legends.
Kolkata Legends. Okay. Welcome, Kolkata Legends. Welcome, Orijit, Swatra, Vidisha, and Bitan. So you start off with the public speaking on the topic of education. What was the thing? Was it just education? I didn't
Y-
give the education subject. You have prepared, thought of it yourself, is it?
Yes, sir. The education system right now means in India, sir. The topic is
I,
that.
I had given you some of these things, in the group. You want to present something out of it. It doesn't matter for me. It doesn't matter. It's, after all, if you're not prepared, if you're prepared in this education system, so you will start talking. So let me just put some formal rules in this. uh, you will have to pick up a spokesperson from your group of five people in Kolkata Legion, and one person will speak. That is the spokesperson. Can be he or she, whatever. You may also decide to speak for a while. I'll give you a certain time to speak. Let's say I give you 10 minutes time. So you may say, first person will speak for 3 minutes, the next will speak for 3 minutes, and the next, and so on. Or you may say, no, only two persons will speak. We have discussed, and two persons will speak for 5 minutes each. And then in the discussion, if there are any, then all the five will participate. It is your choice. Decide what you want to do, and your clock starts now. I'll give you total 10 minutes to present your subject, and thereafter the questions which come in between you've got to answer, and people should ask question in a disciplined manner so that there is no crisscross of sound movement going on, so that it becomes a little complicated, complex for anybody to understand. The interference of noise, sound becomes a noise. So who will start, Arijit?
Yes, sir.
You
Sir,
will start.
yes, sir. In this topic, we have three people and three people will speak.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Who are your
Now,
speakers? No.
it's I myself, Urijit Chatterjee, Vidisha Rokshit, and Soyatra Ghosh.
Don't say I myself, Arijit Chatterjee. You say I'll speak. You already declared Arijit Chatterjee. You're wasting time.
Okay,
I
sir. Okay,
I
sir.
will speak. Then who else?
So I will speak Sriyatra Ghosh.
Sure, Then
And I will speak Vidisha Dakshi.
Vidisha. Okay. Okay. Who will speak first?
Alrijit will start.
Sir, I, Urijit. Yes,
So
sir.
you're given total 10 minutes time. You can spread three, three, three each, and then start rolling on education. You can also
Yes,
speak
sir.
on 2.5 minutes. It's up to you. Then keep some 1 minute for discussion. You have to allow the other people who are also available today and participating. They should also ask you questions, and there should be time given to them. So all the best to you.
Thank
Start.
you, sir. Thank you for giving the opportunity, sir.
Please start.
Now, education system. Our topic is education system. So, as we all know, education is the backbone of the society. So, it needs a bit of importance and a bit of speculations. We have a dramatic shift from the ancient times to the present times. In ancient, we have got the Gurukul system, where we used to have our overall development and holistic development, both means both at the mental and the physical level. And in present, we have uh, shifted from the Gurukul system to the schooling and the modern systems like schools, colleges, universities, etc. So basically, so the basic thing is that we have shifted in more formal way of education, and we have means we have more formal. Yes, sir, and we have more solely focused on the bookish type of education, which is merely which is merely not being the overall development, sir. And the next topic will be presented by Suvatro. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Okay.
Okay, so I will be speaking about the strengths of the education system. The nowadays the education system has a diverse curriculum. The Indian education system offers a wide range of subjects from science and mathematics, which from science, mathematics, arts, literature, training, vocational training, and more and others. Nowadays, the education system focuses on a strong theoretical foundation, where theoretical knowledge, particularly in subjects like mathematics, physics, and computer science, helps students to develop a strong analytical skills, which in future it will be of great use. in the field they will be working on uh, competitive exams, prestigious exams like the JEE, NEET, and UPSC promote merit-based admissions, encouraging students to work hard and achieve their goals. Affordable higher education compared to many Western countries, education in India, especially in the public institutions, is relatively affordable, allowing a larger section of the society to access quality education. Growing technological adoption, there has been an increase in the integration of technology into the education sector, with such as the online learning platforms, digital classrooms, virtual labs, etc. Large talent, India produces a higher number of skilled professionals, particularly in fields like engineering, medicine, and IT, contributing to the global workforce. Apart from the strengths, there are certain weaknesses like the focus on rote learning, where the system emphasizes memorization and rote learning, critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. And this is the particular rote learning process which is continuing over the years and hasn't been changed ever since the schooling system started in the modern times. Outdated curriculum. The curriculum in many institutions is often outdated and does not align with the rapidly changing demands of modern industries. The student-teacher ratio, overcrowded classrooms, especially in government schools, result in limited individual attention for students. Overemphasis on exams. The focus on exams and marks creates immense pressure on students and often leads to stress, anxiety, and mental health issues. Lack of skill development. Despite increasing demand for skilled professionals, the education system
Uh,
has a limited.
may I interrupt, Shuatra? It
Yes, sir.
appears you are reading out from some document in front of you. If you are doing that, then you are not ready to speak without seeing it. You can refer to your notes once in a way, but
No, sir. It's
continuously
just the
reading
points.
out.
No, sir.
You
It's
can
just
get
the main highlighted points, and I'm just saying whatever is coming to my mind actually. And
very good, very good. It's all right.
yes,
Now
sir.
listen to me. Listen to me. Have the patience of listening. Okay, I have not completed. I have not concluded that you are reading from somewhere. I said it appears. You should understand a little bit of English. That it appears. মানে মনে হচ্ছে যেন তুমি পড়ছো।
Okay.
কেন মনে হচ্ছে? Because you are saying like you are reading out from something. Whereas
Okay.
in public speaking, you must also put in some emotions, some thought process, some voice modulations, some diction
Okay.
capabilities, as I have taught you in public speaking. Here, your task is not to stress much upon how much you know about education system. Of course, that will add value. But here we are trying to judge how good you have learned to do public speaking. So please
Uh,
remember how I spoke in public speaking. What are the points I taught you in public speaking? Use them and then speak. This is what I'm looking for in you. Good. Go ahead.
yes, sir. But my voice was down, so that was it. It might be my problem. So my voice is down, so it can be an issue for me to bring the modulation in me currently.
Don't worry, don't worry. You're doing very good. Carry on.
Okay, sir. As I was speaking about the lack of skill development, nowadays the demand for skilled professionals in the IT sector and in the other industries have increased a lot. But in the current system, we can see that there are many people, there are many students who lack the skill but required for a particular industry. So this needs to be keep in mind, and uh, some and the education system needs to develop some sort of industry where they can go ahead and practice the skill they, as it as and when required for them to flourish in the future. Yes, now I would like Bidisha to continue.
Welcome, Vidisha.
Thank you, sir. So here I would like to uh, give some points on the challenges of implementation of the in education system, because in our education system in our country we have good educationists who have good plans, but there are some points where we find some issues for the implementation. So here we can see some points like if we see the from the perspective of infrastructure. So there are many schools, especially in rural and remote areas. Uh, it lacks basic infrastructure like classrooms, electricity, sanitation. Like these basic things are absent there. And if we see the teacher student ratio, that is sometimes very low. That so we have very less number of quality teachers that's actually required for the quality education for our next generations. And some other issues include the diverse linguistic and cultural context. Like uh, we have very India is a land of very diverse culture. We have different languages over different regions. So here is a barrier of language. Like in some remote areas, some in the tribal areas mainly, they don't have access to study in their own languages. So this is one thing. And at present, the very prominent scenario is the digital divide. When we are in the age of in we are living in digital India, but still there is a very division, because in urban area, when we are getting very good access of internet and we can use the very much potential of it, but in rural areas and in remote areas, they find it difficult to get the basic access, basic uses of these things. And we also have the dropout rates. It is also very high in the rural areas, remote areas, and especially there is also a gender is a big factor here. So if we look at the dropout rates, it is more among the girl students. So in this case, our government has taken some steps. Like in case of if we look at West Bengal, there is a plan government incentive plan like Kanyasri. It has made a huge effect in keeping the girl students in schools. And of course it has some major impacts on other societal incidents also. And financial constraints that can also be aided with the scholarships on intensives, that I think. So these are the major challenges in the implementations of the system. And I think and here is some solutions also. That is I think most of the cases, the government and private sector collaboration can make the infrastructural development. And if we include the local communities, they can also help in overcoming the barriers of the cultural division or the linguistic barriers, those things. So this is one thing. And I would like to suggest one more thing, that if from the opportunities for improvement, like for curriculum modernization, if we include modern things from the modern things in the school level education also, like integrating modern topics like AI, data science, entrepreneurship, and of course the life skills that could better prepare students for the global economy. So, and we can emphasize on vocational education also. And if you integrate the technology to our education in each and every level of the education system, that will also help, I think. And overall a holistic development is required. So uh, this I think that will be a good that will give a good impact. And a comprehensive, inclusive, and flexible education system is essential for India's diverse landscape. So, if we tailor the education to different geographical areas through localized curriculum, flexible teaching methods, and robust infrastructure, that will ensure that every child, irrespective of their background, has access to quality education. And here, I think collaboration among government, private sector, sometimes public-private partnership also, and of course the local communities will be key in overcoming challenges and for ensuring successful implementation. That's from my side, sir.
Okay, very well done. Very well spoken, Vidisha Rakshit. Before you go to the next speaker,
Thank you, sir.
I want to remind the other people who are present here that you should make your notes. Like I'm also trying to make my notes. You people should make your notes. Wherein in the end of their presentation, the Kolkata Legends presentation, the other people should ask questions. Question should not be asked for the sake of asking question. That okay, I have a question. You really don't have a well thought of question. And if you are asked a question, it should be a very genuine thought from your process. Don't just ask a question for showing off or for disturbing the situation. You understand? I'm not saying for now. I'm saying in general, always in life. So you should make your notes. Next speaker. Yeah.
Sir, from Kolkata Legends, we three are in the group at present now.
So
Our
you
two
finished.
members are in the
Yes,
work.
sir, we have done with it, sir.
Yeah, yeah, sir, we are done.
You have done with it. So, everybody else, please give a big clap to this Kolkata legend. They've done a very good job, I must say. And, after all, it is not an easy job to do public speaking. I wanted to see that in actual situation how you can do. In an online situation when I cannot see how are you referring to your notes, whether you are reading out from somewhere and all. When Vidisha spoke, it did not appear that she is just reading out. She is thinking and talking, thinking and talking. Probably the earlier speaker also did the same thing, but I got that feeling. I'm just giving you feedback. You have to take the feedbacks also. It should not be taken as a criticism. It's a feedback, because there are people who are silently thinking about what they feel and they don't express. These are dangerous. Suppose there is a tiger coming behind you and he is not making any noise. Is it good for you? Or if he starts making noise, then you can at least run away, or you can face it with something, some sword or something. So it is better to get the feedback, even if there are negative feedback. Please, take them with a good heart, and try to address those questions. So now the forum is open for question hour by the others. Start.
Sir, I have a question. I have a question. I'm Shilbhadra Das speaking, sir.
We can see that. Yes.
Yes, I have a question that I think Vidisha ma'am has said about the PPP model. But the fact is, what in actually we can see that any public-private partnership, it starts with public-private partnership, but later on we see that it gradually becomes a private limited thing, because how she is supporting the private public things rather than uh, public limited things, I don't know, because the fact is what we must know that it is these type of things are giving permission for the privatization of the government education. But we must know that most of the people of our country, I mean people means the students of our country, are coming from a backward class, financially backward class. How they can afford to go for public for the education like public private or PPP model, or any private school or anything like that. We are facing this type of things, that we are seeing that there are mushrooms of school English medium schools that are developing in the rural countries, in the towns. We can see this instead of the people, the students going to the government sector where we can have the education at a very
Please, please,
small amount.
please keep your question short. Not so long. Not so
Yeah,
long.
and I want to know that why she is supporting the PPP model.
Okay.
That
Now
is
allow
what
her to
my
answer.
question.
Allow her to answer, please.
Hi Shilbhadra. So here I think that you have mentioned the very practical scenarios. It is right, but I think if we have many government schools that lack that have the potential to employ good teachers, but they don't actually. But here, if we implement the public-private partnership, that will help. I think because if we in that case, if we see there are some corporates who have their social responsibility schemes. So if they collaborate with the government, some government schools, and with some public schools also, that will help, I think, practically. So but whatever you have said, it is very practical scenario, but this can be done. I hope that if we, with good intention, the who are in the higher authorities, they initiate these steps, this can be done.
So, Shilvadra,
Yes,
the
sir. Yes, sir.
key point that Vidisha has answered in yours is that there should be good intentions in your question probably, please mute
Yes, yes.
yourself when somebody is talking. In your question itself, probably you have given a sort some kind of a smell that, well, private partnership, private public partnership means the cream will be taken away by the private. After all, private people are in business; they are not here to
Yeah,
do something.
right, sir. Right, sir. Right, sir. I've seen it as.
Yes, sir. And
So,
user more
he, go ahead, Anik, bolo.
moreover,
So
usually
actually, the
privates
point.
are interested only in business. Privates, especially business only, not helping.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to say. Man, it starts with a beneficial things for students, but later on it becomes a profitable thing for the people who are introducing the PPP model and
See,
all these things. That's
very
I wanted to
interesting.
say.
Okay, thank you. Good. Very
Sir,
well done.
actually, I also
Bolo.
think that, sorry sir to interrupt, myself is Autoproto. So I also think that any private entrepreneurship, the main focus is to how to make their profit
Yeah,
rather than to
yes,
make
that's
any
what I wanted
collaboration.
to say. Yes,
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 Hello,
yes.
yes.
hello,
That's what.
So
Yes,
hello
so
everyone.
Vidisha ma'am actually tell the point, but the point is that what is the affordability to the student that
that's what
that
I
they
wanted
get
to
the
say.
public
Right,
Yes,
right.
from
Because
get
this
most of
the
the
point,
people are
admission
Okay.
coming from
record.
a financially backward class. How they can afford for that one? If
Hello.
we can go for the modernization of the government schools that the other students are saying, that will be more good option, I think. If the government sectors can appoint a good qualified teacher, then that will be improved. Why we will
yes,
go for that one? Yes,
yes, I
that's what
have already.
I'm not arguing with you, ma'am. But
No,
I'm
no.
just it's a
Okay,
discussion.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
and
You have to keep your questions short. Allow the speaker to come out. Yes.
Yes, I have already mentioned in my speech that government sectors has the most potential to employ good teachers. So, and I am not I'm not advocating for the private sector, but I believe that if there is a collaboration between the government and private sector, then it will give good results, because practically we see that the government schools here, their lack of facilities in the suburban areas also, and rural areas and remote areas, the scene are also very bad. So if on the other side, if we see that the private sector schools, they have good facilities, but it is not affordable for most of the people. If we see our economic scenario, so most of the people cannot afford it. So that's why I am telling for the private and government partnerships, that so the authority will be in the hand of the government, and they would uh, make the schemes, and they will make the systems, but they will take the help from the technology side and
Okay.
implementation side
Can
from
I
the
interfere as a
private sector.
moderator here?
Yes, sir.
You see, as I said, these things are all interconnected. Just Kaktalio Bhave, incidentally, yesterday we have discussed about leadership, in which we asked you to play the role of a chief minister and to play the role of a prime minister. If you are made the chief minister, or if you are made the prime minister, how will you handle which are the things that you do with your set of people? Now, assuming that you are the chief minister and you are devising certain guidelines, certain rules and regulations. I will give you an example. Or you're the prime minister. There is a thing called CSR, corporate social responsibility, which means that every company has to allocate certain reasonable percentage for looking after the need of the social responsibilities. That means looking after the children who are not able to get the education because their parents don't have money, they're poor. Looking after the people like there were who are suffering from critical diseases like cerebral palsy and all that. And good companies have got big budgets for CSR. I don't want to name any particular company, but many good companies have. In these forums, it is not right to put name or be specific on any particular state and all that. So There government has a role to play. The government can also, if it is central or if it is state, they have a role to play, that they will ask the people to allocate certain amount for education system, how much they have spent for education system. And these the government will tell the private people to keep this fund aside. That means this fund will be not used up for business. This fund will be used up for corporate social responsibility, under which one chapter will be support in education. This will be able to satisfy the Vidisha's suggestions. Number two, government has got a lot of machineries in their hand. For example, the tax structure. If you go to the developed countries, the tax structure is extremely high, and the more you earn, the more is the tax. Therefore, the government is taking a lot of money from people who are earning by way of salary or earning by way of business, and that money has to be put into good cause. Therefore, the intention has to be right. There has to be honest people at the helm of affairs. That is why I first said what type of leader you need. The CM and the PM must work as the chief executive officer or managing director of a company. The chief executive officer, what does he or she do? Looks after the particular vertical of a particular company. But he has to also report to a board, let's say, which is lying in the center, and get the necessary fund from there. So you have to convince them that yes, this is what you are going to do. Therefore, you will get the funds from the center. And if center is convinced, all these assumes that people are honest. Now, 100% honesty is not possible. Therefore, other thing comes is law and order. The government has to have right intentions for implementing the law and order. And if people are misappropriating the funds, they must be given such exemplary punishments that people will not dare to do. Like that, the government must show the way. The central government must show the way, because after all, they are holding a lot of money in their hand by way of collection from the different people. When they do the collection, this collection, mind you, private companies cannot do. They are not authorized to do. This tax doesn't go to any private companies. This tax go to government. And then you buy something, also excise duty is collected. Part of it goes to central, part of it goes to state government. So when they collect this tax, what is their duty? Their duty is to look after the public requirements. This is where the the carefully worded adjectives I wanted to use yesterday. When you become at the top of the state or the country, when the country is called a state, unions, the state of India, then you have to consider that everything is on a package. Your law and order has to be good. Your human resources has to be good. Your people have to be honest. If some people are not honest, there will be. You cannot have everybody honest. So there will be good punishment system for them. The justice should be given in time. Justice delayed is justice denied. There are so many other things. It doesn't. It's not so easy to run a company. It is not so easy to change the education system. It is very easy to blame the chief minister or the prime minister or anybody like that. And very easy to assume that they are all dishonest. And there may be other reasons. They are under tremendous pressure. These people are working. So we have to also have a little bit of faith on these people. Why? As the administrative head, not as political head. If they give the politics in the forefront, then you do not expect good result from them. And they are selected by us. So who are you going to blame? So let us not get into that. Let us make an assumption that yes, these people are having honorable intentions. And therefore, government can also introduce certain methods by which private people have to allocate some funds. This is just one of my suggestions. Do you agree, Vidisha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any further questions?
And regarding the private company, there are some private company who do illegal uh, practices. Suppose I've seen in my own eyes in my past private schools that the government reduced the syllabus. Yet the private schools had made us to bought the extra book illegally. Class as a class student, we bought the class 9 books illegally. This is the hidden practice. Just for example, in the same way, it can be in the same way the topic use
Yeah,
such as
all
it
this
will
we
be
know,
much
but
worse.
you will have to come out with suggestions how to improve.
And first of all, there should be no privatization, especially in education. All education schools should be under government and it should be free of
Yes,
cost.
sir. I shall.
See, to everything there is a good aspect as well as a bad aspect. When you are in government, you may not try to look for always profit. Okay, but government also needs money. Government cannot run, like a beggar. It also needs money. So you have to understand, when the government puts higher tax, then you will blame the government why you have put higher tax. This is their way of collecting money. Private people have their way of collecting money. The question is that when somebody is not doing legal things, then these are punishable offense. So the machineries which are existing must take care of these offenses and take necessary action for these. This is what we have to do. So in a different forum, maybe we'll discuss. This is a forum for education system. Here you have to make certain assumptions that all the other systems like law and order, finance and all that are put in place. Having put on place, then how you can improve the education system was the topic of discussion today. So very well done, Kolkata Legend. We'll move to the next team. Which is the next team? Come on.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
uh, hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, actually, by this topic, I just want to say that I'm talking just about West Bengal, not the whole India. We have a lot of school which is undertaken government. There are some, we can say only 20 to 25 school which is from properly government school, and there are a lot of school which is owned by private sectors. But if we talk about the undertaken government school are going through like normally a government school, but most important thing in education system is the school infrastructure. The school's infrastructure isn't good, and the main thing is in each and every school there should be a headmaster or head ma'am. They should be strict in education system. And in বেঙ্গলি বাংলাতে আমরা একটা কথা বলি না, যদি একটা গাছের শিকড় যদি একদম শক্ত থাকে তাহলে সম্পূর্ণ গাছটাই সোজাভাবে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকতে পারে। তো we can compare the headmaster or head ma'am with the root of the tree. If they are good and the government has the law to make a school as a same as private sector and education system, so there should be improvement in education system from government school too. And
Okay,
if you
now
compare,
thank you very much, Trisha, for your point. We have to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that today, at the moment, our topic is public speaking. We are not debating on what is wrong and what is right in the education system. This is not a debate platform for finding out the mistakes the government is doing, or the illegality some of the private sector people are doing, or so on and so forth. We are only testing our skill of public speaking. So I think it's good you have in the process also discussed, and you have practiced how you do the talking and asking questions, and the speaker also start learning that yes, sometimes difficult questions can come for which she has to tactfully handle them. So it's a good one, good effort made. But keep in mind that this subject is public speaking, not a debate on how things are functioning in the government and all that. Next team, please. Is there any other team? Hello? Anybody else wants to speak? Why nobody is speaking out?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, Vidisha has told a lot of points about, but I have also written down some of the points that he
No,
has also
education.
discussed.
You take care of your audio system. It is not good. And education system is over. I will not allow any more points on education. Please go to the next topic. What is the next topic? I have given so many topics.
Sir,
And then
I
you can,
want to talk about crime and punishment. I don't have
yes,
any
go.
group. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
You,
you, sir.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What do you have any team or something?
No, 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 sir. I don't have
Okay,
anything.
okay. Okay, seriously, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Crime and
So,
punishment. Okay.
yes, yes. So, sir, crime is what is the
Sir,
violation of criminal.
I will speak about crime and punishment.
Okay,
May
later,
I?
later. You know, you will participate in the discussion. Let's seriously, is the speaker, please listen to her.
Yes, sir. After that, I will participate after Shivsi
Okay,
and Bikasha.
okay, okay,
Sir,
okay.
I'll talk about Indian heritage and culture.
Okay, very good.
Sir,
Okay, we'll do that. Let's seriously start talking, huh? And now don't interfere, please. Come on.
Yes,
You listen
thank
to
you,
her.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sir, crime is what is violation of criminal code or a act that is very harmful or causes damage to the person or someone's property or that is against our law, obviously. So, sir, what I feel that there is a crime, so there is a punishment because if we allow them to commit crime and if we could not take any step against them, then our whole society will suffer. So I think there are very conflicting opinions about the relevance of this punishment verdict, what I feel, in a civilized society. But I think eye for eye policy is something sometimes we have to apply in this regard. But there is also saying that we should hate the sin, but not the sinner. But sometimes it is very mandatory because if we not stop the criminals to do the crime or harm the people or people's emotion or anything or they serially kill people and we should not take any action, that then it will be very much disastrous and it will create a lot of chaos and obviously it will bring so much deaths in our lives or in the world. So, sir, I think punishment is necessary because though some people thought that life in a prison is more hellish torture, but I think sometimes the death penalty is very much apt because there are some uh, crimes that is very much heinous and in this regard the punishment saga reduces the crime what I feel and also threats people to not act like wild animals and though in some cases capital punishment is very much necessary and this is for the larger interest of the society too. Otherwise criminals took it as their habitual instinct to kill people. So I think that's it, sir, about what.
Okay. So, anybody has any question? Questions, please.
So
Or
can I ask?
seriously? Yeah.
Um, okay. I understand where this entire topic is coming from, but don't you think that capital punishment could be a serious violation to human rights established by the United Nations?
Could you please repeat your question? I could not hear it properly.
Okay. I just want to say that don't you think that capital punishment to any maybe a murder or something is a violation to the human rights that has been established by the United Nations? Violation to the human rights, the basic rights that a human gets to live.
Yeah, I got it. But the thing is, what I feel personally that if we could not punish them in that way, or if we should not give them capital punishment, they if we know that the psychological perspective, if we analyzes uh, their kind of thinking process, then we can understand some people are very much heinous, very much prone to killing people. So they serially kill so many people or so many children then we have to take some action against him, na. Otherwise I think the fear or the kind of zeal to kill will continue, and it is very harmful, what I feel. So sometimes it is
This
definitely a need to give punishment.
Okay, this is the point. You see, this is the point, seriously, on which you should hit across. The fear. What we are trying to do is we don't have any enmity against a particular person. If we kill somebody by hanging him, we are not going to achieve anything great. He's going to die. He would have died today or tomorrow. Many people are dying every day. How does it help the society if one particular criminal dies?
Yes, sir. My point
But
is
if the
that
criminal gets,
we
but
don't
the
have an
criminal,
intention
yeah,
to
don't,
kill.
I'm talking, please don't
Yes, yes.
interfere when I'm talking. This is a very bad
Sorry.
habit. You have to say, I want to say something. Then only you can. Just don't come in like this. Don't behave like, like the political people do in the Indian news channels. Don't
Sorry,
do
sir.
that.
Sorry, sir.
আমি এটা বলতে চাইনি বাট আমি বলতে বাধ্য হচ্ছি এই জিনিসগুলো তোমরা শিখছো এগুলো করো না আচ্ছা ইউ সি আই হ্যাভ টোল্ড ইউ মে আই এক্সকিউজ মি প্লিজ এগুলো বলতে হবে what I was trying to say আমি হয়তো সেটা ভুলেই গেলাম what I was trying to say is that একটা মানুষের মনে ভয় ঢোকাতে চাইছি আমরা whether সেটা ক্যাপিটাল পানিশমেন্ট হবে না অন্য কিছু হবে that's a matter of discussion by the people who are expert in this line by the various justice chief justice of India Supreme Court High Court and other people but question is জ্ঞানী গুণী অনেক লোক অনেক আছে তারা ডিসাইড করবেন তুমি আমি সেটা করতে পারবো না আমরা যেটা বেসিক কনসেপ্ট বুঝতে পারি সেটা হচ্ছে মানুষের মনে একটা ভয় ঢোকাতে হবে যে তুমি যদি এরকম ধরনের ক্রাইম করো তাহলে তোমার এরকম একটা পানিশমেন্ট হবে যে পানিশমেন্টটা একটা মানে রিয়েলি একটা লোকে দেখে চমকে উঠবে ভয় পেয়ে যাবে আঁতকে উঠবে যাকে আমরা বলি এক্সাম্পলারি পানিশমেন্ট বিদেশে যেখানে তোমার সাম কান্ট্রিজ some of the countries you know whom I am meaning not in the developed countries they have rules like you found a man doing this kind of thing they just call him to the place and just shoot him they don't have democracy like us and they don't have the justice system going for years and years and sometimes these people are walking scot-free outside maybe they are also committing further crimes so while on one hand people are suggesting the human rights people are suggesting that yes we should stress on the psychology of the people who are conducting such crimes why they are doing so take care of them from the childhood give them the necessary education so that they don't grow up as criminals but parallelly also at the same time if somebody has done a crime just give me a second please hello yes আপনি আপনি কোথায় আছেন এখন এলাকার বাইরে দাঁড়িয়ে আছেন আচ্ছা আমি এসে নিয়ে যাচ্ছি জাস্ট মিনিট আমি আসছি আচ্ছা জাস্ট এক্সকিউজ মি ফর 1 মিনিট আই উইল জাস্ট বি ব্যাক একটা কোরিয়ার এসছে আমি জাস্ট Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
I'm sorry. I was.
sir, can I speak on culture and heritage, or this topic is continue right now?
Just a minute. I just excused myself for 1 minute to pick up a courier which had come. Now I must get back to where we were. Well, what was that going on? Somebody was talking. Who was that? Who was talking? Was it you, Shreyasri?
No, sir. Anybody has any question, please ask me. That is.
Okay, on crime and punishment, if there is any questions. I've also given some views to you. I have also joined with you, and I have told that education system also plays a lot of role. Uh, and education system basically looking at motivating the people and telling them about life, and telling them that they should love people and they should care for people. If they care for people, if they love people, they will get 5 times 6 times. এই জিনিসগুলো ছোটবেলা থেকে শেখালে ভালো, ইনস্টেড অফ ও মারলে তো একটা, তুমি তাকে দুটো মারো, এসব না করলে করলে তখন এগুলো হয়। তারপরে এইসব হিংসা ফিংসা এগুলো থেকেও হয়। মানুষের মনটাকে ডাইভার্ট করে অন্যদিকে ইনভলভ করতে পারলে, অ্যাক্টিভিটিস করতে পারলে, অনেক কিছু, এভরিথিং ইজ রিলেটেড। ইট জাস্ট ডাজন্ট হ্যাপেন অন ইটস ওন। We were talking about crime and punishment, so she has done a very good presentation. A big clap to her. And now we'll move to the next speaker. Who is that? Yes, yes. Next speaker, please. Who is going to speak? Orko Broto, I think, what was wanting to speak.
Yes, sir. But I speak on the cultural heritage. But I think
Yeah,
this
please.
topic is going on right now. So can I
No,
speak
no,
on cultural heritage or
no, no, no.
so,
We have not started.
okay, okay, okay,
We
okay.
have not started cultural heritage, Indian culture and heritage. What was the topic? Just a minute. The topic was uh, Bengal startups launching a new product. Are you looking after employment, punishment? Indian culture and heritage. Are you going to talk about that? Are you going to talk about that, Indian culture and heritage?
Yes, sir. But I think
Yeah.
now this topic is going this crime and punishment. So after that, I will
Crime,
talk on that.
crime and punishment is over. Now we will start yours. Please.
Okay. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Myself is myself is Amit Banerjee, and I am now talking on the Indian culture and heritage. So Indian culture and heritage are the among the oldest and the most deserved in the
Somebody has to
world.
mute. Somebody has to mute himself, please.
And
Please.
this
কেউ একজন তোমাকে মিট করনি? Who has not muted himself? Please. Mute করো, mute করো.
the spanning thousands of years, Indian civilization has flourished with a rich tapestry of the traditional languages and philosophies that have deeply influenced its people and the world. So one of the constants of Indian culture in its diversity, India is a home of numerous religious, including Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, and Jainism. So this religious plurality has shaped a culture of tolerance and spiritual growth. So from the temples of the Khajuraho to the Mosque of Delhi, religious uh, uh, architecture in India is a testament to this spiritual diversity. Then I'm going to talk about the art and music from the soul of Indian heritage. Then the classical
Yes.
music, both Hinduism and Carnatic, as well as the deserved dance from like the Bharatnatyam eh, eh, and Kathak are the integral part of the Indian life. So they express the spiritual and the emotional depth of Indian culture and the Indian literature from the Vedas to the modern
অর্কপত্র
literature giants.
অর্কপত্র অর্কপত্র গিভ মি সেকেন্ড এই তোমাদের মধ্যে যে নিজেকে মিউট করেনি প্লিজ মিউট ইয়োরসেলফ আদারওয়াইজ আমাদের প্রোগ্রাম কন্টিনিউ করতে পারবো না আই হ্যাভ টু স্টপ ইট I have to stop the program if you do not mute yourself. Orko speaking, rest you, mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself. Orko ছাড়া বাকিরা এখনো কথা বলে যাচ্ছে আরে তোমরা কি
I don't
কখনো
know.
I don't understand. You have never done this kind of a meet or what?
Sir.
Who is that speaking? কে কথা বলছে?
Sir, can I say something?
কে আছে ভাই মডারেটর মডারেটর কে আছে যে কথা বলছে মিউট করেনি তাকে বার করে দিন প্লিজ টিম থেকে I don't want such persons. Disturbing 46 people, one person. কে কথা বলছে?
Excuse me,
মিউট
sir.
করো, হ্যাঁ।
Sir, there is no one speaking. Actually, it's some background talking from Orkoproto Banerjee. Everyone is mute, including you and Orkoproto.
অর্কব্রত
Yes, sir.
অর্কব্রত তোমার ওখানে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে কেউ কথা বলছে?
না স্যার আমার এখানে তো আমি তো ঘরের মধ্যেই আছি আই থিঙ্ক সামথিং কানেকশন ইস্যু ক্যান আই মিউট মাই মাইসেলফ এন্ড দেন আই স্টার্ট
ওকে ডু ইট
Yeah, I think it's Orkobroto's side, sir. Now the sound has gone.
gone off. Yes, অর্কব্রত take care of this and start again please. Okay.
Sir, now it is okay. Now it is clear. I think now it should be clear.
You start
Now it's
then.
also a background noise. Can I start?
Okay, go ahead. Please.
Okay, so I just stopped that the art and so I am talking about the art and music. So start from the beginning that the art and music from the soul of Indian heritage and the classical music, both the Hindustani and Carnatic, as well as the diverse dance from the forms like Bharatanatyam and Kathak are the integral parts of Indian life, and that they express the spiritual and emotional depth of Indian culture. Indian Indian literature from the Vedas to the modern literature, giants like Rabindranath Tagore showcase a deep connection to the philosophy, nature, and human values. Then the cultural tradition to 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 reflect India's India's incredible diversity. Every every e- every region has it its own culture, rich in spices, flavors, and techniques. Indian festivals like Diwali, Eid, and Holi bring the communities together, celebrating light, unity, and joy. And the last, I want to end to speak like this that Indian heritage is a dynamic blend of the ancient wisdom and modern growth, offering the world a living example of how diversity can be embraced to 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 create a, a rich cohesive culture and identity. And the sorry for the stammering, sir. Actually, I have a stammering problem. So maybe sometime I stammered. So
I don't find any stammering or Koboto. I'm sorry. I don't agree with you. You are not stammering at all.
okay,
You are doing perfectly fine.
okay, sir.
You
Thank you.
spoke very well.
Thank you,
You
sir.
spoke very well, and in your speech, there will be
Yeah.
sometimes very catchy points, like the Pareto principle. Your catchy point was what? Can you yourself identify? What was your catchy point?
Catchy
Your
point
catchy
means
point.
it's a something like that for an example like that Bharatnatyam, then the
No,
Rabindranath
your
Tagore
catchy
example.
point
This one,
was unity in diversity.
yes. Oh, actually,
India is such a place you will not
yes,
find anywhere else in the world where people are so many language speaking, so many religion, so many caste and creed and sects. You understand? ACCTS sects are
yes,
existing. If you go to Gujarat, you will find that people may understand Hindi. You go to
yes,
South India, some people may not understand Hindi. So, because
yes,
they only understand South Indian, their language, and maybe some side neighboring state language. Okay,
yes,
so such is the diversity.
yes, sir.
No, to bring these people of different religion in our country. We are Hindus and Muslims have been living together even before independence very nicely. Okay, you know that people came from outside and did some trick to make the division between the two and resulted all kinds of things.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, it is the basic strength in our country's culture and heritage, which gives the bonding for all the varieties of people, which is non-existent in other countries. This is very unique feature of India. So when you go outside India and you become you meet people outside, say you go to Spain or you go to Germany, you meet people from different places and they don't know much about India. They never visited India. What has been projected to them is probably a slum culture in India. The people are all
That
begging
is
on the road,
the
they are all
yes, that is
dirty,
the
and so on and
cultural
so forth.
diversity actually.
So you have to go there as ambassador of India. That means you should know what your country is. You have to first know what your country is before you know the rest of the world. What is your
Yes.
country's background? Just তুমি explain করেছো. You have done very nicely. আর তোমার কোনো স্টেফানি ফ্যামিলি আমি দেখলাম না ভাই. I do not know. You are perfectly all right. Remove that
Okay.
idea from your mind. Yes, and keep on talking, 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 talking. Yes, you will see whatever if a little bit feeling you have mentally, that feeling also will go stammering. Questions for Orkoboto, please. Questions for Orkoboto, please. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Shoot him with questions.
Hello.
Yes, yes,
Right.
Shani.
Orpobroto?
Yes,
It's
yes, yes.
Shayanti. Orpobroto, in today's fast-paced world, I think Indian culture faces so many challenges. So, what preserve to Indian culture and heritage? What should we take necessary steps to preserve Indian culture and heritages?
Uh, can you speak? Can you please repeat your question? There is some problem actually in my connection.
Actually, our Indian culture faces so many challenges.
Yes.
So, what should we take necessary steps to preserve our Indian culture or heritage?
Um, First off, I think some steps that we can take. So first one, like the education and awareness. So actually, first step is to integrate Indian culture, history, and and heritage educational curri into the educational curriculum at all levels. Schools and universities should teach the value of traditional arts, languages, and 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 philosophies, ensuring the younger generation remains connected to their roots. Then the second one, I think, the as the globalization pursues for the uniformity, religion, languages, and and traditional arts often get sidelined. Encouraging the use of the local languages, providing support to the uh, artisans and the promoting cultural events in smaller towns can help preserve the, this u- unique identities. Then I think the government and some kind of policy support strong like the strong policies are needed to protect the historical sites, traditions, and indigenous culture. Government grants funding for the cultural programs and the laws to prevent the commercialization and the music of cultural heritage and essential for the long term preservation. And then also encouraging the encouraging the cultural tourism. This is a very important thing that the India's rich, rich, rich heritage can be a major draw for tourists. So, so, so promoting cultural tourism by the developing infrastructure around the heritage sites, hosting cultural festivals, and and offering immersive experiences can encourage more more people both locally and globally to value and respect Indian tradition. I think these kind of steps can we take. There are also many many other steps, but for me right now in my mind these kind of steps are coming. Thank you.
I have a question, sir. May I?
Yes, yes,
So,
yes. Hello.
Professor, in what way we can overcome or make ourselves free from cultural prejudices?
In 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 what way we can?
Yes, I want to know that in what way we can
Yeah.
make ourselves free from cultural prejudices. Like we earlier we have Soti Daho Protha. I know you have already heard about this. So we have racial segregations and so many different kinds of
From
history. So
from
I want to know
cultural
how we can,
pressure, from cultural darkness actually,
yes, yes, yes.
prejudice.
Like superstitions. We have belief, superstition, so many things. So how could we free ourselves from that to protect our
Uh,
culture, our authentic culture, I would say.
the authentic culture, I think that promoting scientific education, maybe the encouraging scientific literacy from a young age helps individuals question beliefs and practices that lack of logical and empirical support. Then the encouraging critical thinking, maybe the developing the habit of questioning beliefs and 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 customs is crucial. Instead of blindly following the traditional practice, it is important to analyze and understand their origins and 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 whether they hold any rational basic in today's con, uh, context. Then the public awareness campaigns can educate uh, can can educate communities about the harmful effects of certain superstition. Using media, school, and public forums to spread awareness about the rational thinking can gradually change the societal attitudes. Then
Okay,
the
I think
last
your
thing,
question has been answered already. You have done a very good job, Orko Broto. And I must only tell you that two situations when you have to take control on your clarity of what you are talking. You see the slide on the left hand side that is appearing. Uh, you have to speak a little slow. If you try to speak very fast, you are jumbling up your words at times.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
yes.
not
That's the
stammer.
point.
That is not stammering, but that is what is happening is you are thinking later, talking first. So
Yes,
give it a little time. In the process of time, this will also get improved. You speak slowly, you will see this will not happen to you. And second is that never feel stressed in the situation. You can say, sir, it is very easy to say never feel stress. Do I myself voluntarily go into stress? It happens. Yes, it will happen. But you should know how to handle stress and take it with
yes,
a smile. Take it with a smile. Life is like that. A small life, enjoy life, and we are pick it up. So, the question is difficult and all. You can always say, wow, what a question. A brilliant question. I don't have an answer for
perfect.
this at the moment. Huh? Okay. I would like to not pass the question. That's not fair for my part. I would like to answer it a little later. Maybe during the coffee break. Can I address this? Whoever spoke that shows here. Can we address this question? In the meantime, I will also do a little homework myself and then come back to you. But excellent,
Yes, sir.
excellent question. Yeah, no, I appreciate the fellow who has asked a question. Has put you in a trouble, put you in a corner, and you're not able to come out with fumbling with words. Don't keep on fumbling with words. Pause,
Focus.
appreciate the person's questions, and move to the next question. Okay, this topic is
Okay.
over.
Thank
Next,
you,
who
sir.
is going to? Yeah,
Thank you,
very
sir,
well
and thank
done,
you,
Bhargav
COC and
brother.
others. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
very good presentation. Next, okay, Kotha will be.
Sir, may I?
Go ahead. What is the topic?
Sir, my topic is looking after yourself emotionally during difficult times.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. First of all, I would like to thank you to Sas and Maharaj for giving me this opportunity to talk in this topic. And today is a little bit emotional because most probably today is our last class. So, okay, so come to my topic. Uh, so my topic is how to looking after ourselves emotionally during the difficult times. Generally, as per myself, generally we are controlled by our emotion, and our main emotions are sadness, anger, and happiness. And among these, the third one is okay, but the rest two are not because. And the honest truth is that whenever we get hurt, we get sad and maybe some issue we get anger also. But the honest truth is that it is very natural and normal. And we have to take every emotions like as very natural and take it seriously. Simultaneously, not too much thinking about it. So I think that uh, in our emotional breakdown times, I think we have to at first we have to express ourselves in our comfortable way. Like if anyone is comfortable by crying, or anyone is comfortable by isolating himself or herself from that situation for some couple of times, then it is okay for him or her. But I think after some time we have to find out the reason behind it. We have to find the root cause of our sadness. I think when we uh, we work on this the reasons. I think that we'll definitely find the some possible reasons, and among them some of are controllable and some of are not controllable in our hand. So I think we have to work on the controllable things, and I think if we can work on that, we will definitely come out by the situation. And the next thing is that what which the things are not un uncontrollable. I think we have to forget that, and go to the flow of the life and take learning from it. And by I think from this way we can overcome ourselves from our difficult times. Thank you.
Questions? People who have raised hands are not asking the question. Now the question hour, please.
Hello, sir. I am Nirmal Hasubas. So I have a queries on the mental issue or some emotions issue. So everyone's life there is a time there is a hard time. There is a hard time or will be. So it is if you suggest if you can suggest it is necessary to consult with mental health specialist or clinical doctor to recover our mental stressness or some mental issue. Is it necessary?
I think not necessary because some problems we can solve by ourselves. So for that reason, we have to give ourselves some times. Okay, and if after certain amount of time we are still suffering from it, then I think we have to consult with some psychologist, yeah, some medical expertise, because I think these kind of things can hamper our precious times of our lives, and for that reason I think after some time we can uh, go for it.
Yeah, thank you. So I also think that time is the best medicine for all these emotions and sadness. With time, we will find out the way of success, happiness, and be whatever we happy with us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for asking questions.
Sir, I have a question. May I?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. So, my question is that you said that isolating from rest of the world sometimes helps. But I think if we are in a critical mental disastrous situation, like we are facing anxiety, depression, and so many other complexes, then if we isolate ourselves and we could not think what is going wrong, what is going right, then how can uh, we manage our mental balance, because our emotional quotient is not in our hands. So isolation is something that is totally detachment from your family, friends, and everything. Then how would you cope up with everything? I think we need some people or some friends to talk, or the doctor. So isolation, I think never. Uh, I think prolonged isolation is not needed and could not help us at that moment.
Ma'am, I partially agree with you, but as I said that it is not for the long time. I am telling about isolating ourselves for certain amount of time, like 1 day or 2 day, and take care of ourselves. Like and if the problem still persists, then we have to consult with our closest one, like friends, mentor, maybe our parents, teachers, etc. But I think if it is long lasting for the long period of time, then I think we have to consult with a medical expertise.
Actually, I'm not still agreeing with you. Don't take it personally. My opinion is that
No, no.
like we have mood swings, so it is not a mood swing that we take 1 day rest. It is about anxiety, depression, or something very much depressing us, so we need to talk with elders or family members or friends. I think isolation for 10 minutes is okay, but it is not like our mood swings thing. It is depression and anxiety I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am. But I think it's vary to person. Okay, you know some of the people are little bit introvert, so I think they are like to stay in alone at that time, and some of are like extrovert, so I think at that moment they are very fast contact with their closest ones. Okay, and if the problem still lasting for long times, then we have to consult doctor or is a psychologist.
I think we will we will need mental anxiety related lessons in future, And I can assure you that we will have it for your benefit, because this is something which is common to us. Even I have gone through mental anxieties and agonies in my life. What happens is that I have explained to you earlier a few things like what is depression. Depression is something which happens, which is a state that comes in your mind due to
Also, sir,
continued.
what? Sorry, sir, for interrupt, but I think that isolation is not only for the anxiety and this kind of thing. It also a choice for a person that maybe he or she likes to isolate himself or 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 herself, that can give him or her a, 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 a mental pleasure. So maybe this kind of thing also happen. It's not about that only mood swing and this kind of thing. Isolation may
Yes,
be a
that's why I say
choice
that
actually. Yes, that is he's speaking about the point. So
yes, that's why I
with
say
that,
that it
yes,
depends upon person to person.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Any other person want to ask question? Then we'll move to the next speaker. So the next speaker, please. Who wants to speak? We can allow one
Sir,
more
I want to
speaker.
speak.
I
I, okay, Fish.
Who is going to speak?
Sir,
Sir, may I speak now?
What is the
sir,
okay? Okay, Vipasha. What is your subject, Vipasha? What topic?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is your
Life is
topic?
not life is not a bed of roses. Life has several ups and downs. We have to face certain difficult situations in our life. That is the challenging period of our life.
Very well said. Very well said, Vipasha. Well done.
Okay,
It's a good lesson for others. Everyone take a note of what Vipasha has said. Well said.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Next.
sir.
Next. Anybody else?
May I, sir?
Yeah. Bolo, bolo,
May
shun
I speak,
lodro.
sir?
Please.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity, sir. Because I'm not well prepared to speak on the topic. Just now I have prepared, so I may have some mistakes. So please pardon me for the mistakes, please. I would like to speak about the employment opportunities in Bengal. The fact is what the opportunity to me and to others, I think, is a term that is dependent on perspectives. First, what is the perspective? Why I want to say the perspective? Because if you think that I will later on do, and I have to do it, then or the job will come to me, or I have to crack a exam, or I have to do like this. In this way, if we go, you can find out that there are lack of opportunities. But if we make ourselves more prepared, more efficient for a job, then there are large opportunities. In fact, we need to get out of a mental block that we need to get a government job. We must think that most of the people now who are working are most of them are working in private sectors, but we can see that most of the students or people are hunting for government jobs and they are not getting it. But if they are more efficient, but they are always thinking of getting government jobs. If they come out from that and they make them efficient for other sectors or for other opportunities, then there are large opportunities. The fact is what we must think that the institution, we must be prepared in a way that the institution needs me or our organization needs me. I don't need the organization. If we have such the kind of mentality, then we can find out that we will be prepared and we will have number of options to work or to get opportunities. So employment opportunities to me differs from from the perspectives, from different perspectives of different men. That is what I might want to say. That
Questions?
we should make ourselves prepare for anything. Yes.
Yeah. Questions, please. Audience.
I don't know whether they have got my message or not. If they have not
No,
understood, they can ask me.
No, no,
no,
no.
it's very good point actually. Actually, it's very good point that that in, that
I
the
want, I
that
want,
the
I want
company has
some.
to come to me, not I should go to the company for the job. Very good point
Some
actually. And
some people who have not spoken already. I want them to come forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
What about Orko Malik?
Any questions? Any
What
questions?
about Arunendu,
Sir,
Sushmita,
sir,
Avantika?
sir. Hello.
Please. Yes.
Sir, I want to talk about the topic looking after yourself emotionally during difficult times. Can I
Hmm.
speak?
Yeah, please.
So, sir, I'm switching off. I'm muting myself. So, no questions from your side.
Okay. Give Shilbhadra a chance. If anybody has any questions, one more time. I'm asking someone who has not participated so far. Please come forward.
Sir, I have a question.
Please.
Yes, you may come.
Uh, Mr. Shilbhadra, you are saying there is a huge chance in corporate world to get a job, but and you are talking about West Bengal job opportunity. But if we can see, there is not much more corporate jobs are present in West Bengal. So my question is, why there is a huge chance if there is not so much corporate
No,
jobs in West Bengal?
from the very beginning, I have said that the getting the opportunity or the opportunity matters according to the perspective. We should not take it as that we there is lack of opportunity of getting job. We should be prepared in a way that we will be getting a job. Because I have told you my main message is that why will I search for jobs? I will when will I put my CV in some you can say jobnaukri.com or somewhere. The companies will be starting calling me. So why will I think in a negative way that there are lack of opportunities? I should think that I have to be positive, that there are opportunities, I have to get that. I have to pick up my opportunity
Okay,
according to my
okay.
quality,
We are
according to my standard.
we are not going to find
and
out the
also
solutions.
Trisha, and also
We are not.
adding a
Just a minute.
point.
Sir, I have a question.
Just a minute. Just a minute. When the moderator is speaking, nobody should talk. You see, Sheila Bhadra and Trisha and others, we have in this forum discussing on public speaking. I'm reminding you, we are not trying to debate on a particular problem or issue. In order to demonstrate our public speaking capabilities, and in order to have a practice of public speaking wherein questions and answers of different types will be included, wherein your capabilities to break the monotony, get interactive, sometimes tell a story with humor, and sometimes crack a joke. All these things, what I write here, at various points of time, you must also use them. When you are having, somebody said about mental issues, I have talked about physical, mental, social, and spiritual demeanor of the human being, and you can use them. If one is not good, we take the other one, and even on three pillar, we can stand our life. So we are not here to solve issues or problems. So let us not get into discussions for a very long time on solving. Just made your point. You have asked a question. He has given an answer. It should end there. Allow the other person. So here we are giving opportunity to more and more people. People who have not spoken before must come forward and speak, and then only once you come to the screen, then I can see you. then everybody gets a chance. Nobody has been given a পরীক্ষায় পাশ করা ফেল করার ব্যাপার হচ্ছে না. So please come forward. This is the forum. We don't have much time. If you want to say anything, I want the last speaker on public speaking to come forward.
Yes, sir, I'll come. Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Excuse
Somebody
me, sir.
new, someone who has not spoken before
Sir, I have a
or
question.
participated
Sir,
before.
I'll
Yes, sir.
speak.
Someone who has not spoken before or participated before.
Yes, sir.
I want
Can I
some new
speak?
face to come.
Sir Swapnil, can I
Excuse me,
speak?
sir. Sir, can you give some feedback about my presentation, please? At where I'm making mistakes or not?
Well, আমি প্রেজেন্টেশনের সঙ্গে সঙ্গে I'm telling you whatever I have to tell. You don't expect me to remember. You spoke on what subject?
Sir, emotional breakdowns. Difficult times during our emotional breakdown.
Yeah, you have when you're talking to people about emotional background or in them, you must also assume that there will be some people in the audience who have gone through this problem like nightmare. They may have issues of depression and so on and so forth. So you may face questions on such issues. If you are not an expert on these things, it's better not to try and attempt an answer just for the sake of answering. Instead, maybe you can give some examples from your life or some other's life or some story you can give wherein he or she had a depression kind of a situation and how it was overcome. This will help. This is my suggestion.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Give some
So may I
example, give some
speak now?
demo.
So may I
Yeah,
speak
please.
now?
Yes, please. Swapnil, go ahead.
Good evening to our respected and honorable teacher Amit Banerjee, to our honorable all the Maharaj, and my friends. I am Swapnil Mukherjee. Present you to today's topic is about looking after yourself emotionally during difficult times. When difficult times comes in anybody's life, in that time we feel that all the people around are my worst enemy. Even we start argument with a god and insult him. We should be very careful about our hidden enemies because they can destroy you internally and we all will lose everything in life. The trust issue problem creates, the family problem increases. The more we crumble down to, the more the people will try to eliminate you from the society. So what should we do in that situation? Try to get touch with a good psychologist or a counselor. Number 2 point, maintain a healthy habit. Do exercise. Go to gymnasium. Do some sort of movement activities. Number third point, spend time a bit alone. Spend time with the nature to figure out what is possible in that current situation, what you can do in the situation to change you. Number fourth point, I don't want anybody in this platform try to face any type of emotional difficulty in their life. The last quote of today's topic is, there is nothing stronger than a broken man who is trying to rebuild himself. Please take care of yourself. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
If there are no other questions, then we will move to our communication topic after a 5 minutes break. Are there any questions for Swapnil or for Arindam for that matter, or for Shilbhadro, or anybody? Onik, you wanted to say something?
Now, nothing to say now.
You wanted to say present something?
Oh, no more.
No more. What was your subject?
Actually, the topic was given regarding pollution. You was asking who will be the speaker all that. Regarding the pollution, you have given a topic on
Go
WhatsApp
ahead.
actually. Sorry.
Okay, this is yours. Will be last. You'll be the last speaker. Pollution. Come on, move.
Do you have you ever do you know the what pollution came from? The word pollution came from the Latin word pollutanium, meaning defilement. The meaning of the definition of pollution is the nature, including river water, which is polluted by the no, which is defiled by the harmful substance, whether it's weather or river or soil. It can be harmful for human health or animal health also. Nowadays, many people are too careless about taking care of environment and throw plastic anywhere. People are not aware that the animal who treat plastic as food and eat, and these even animals also die also. And because of pollution, the productivity of trees regarding bearing fruits are decreasing day by day. Even it indirectly affecting our lifespan also. And in global warming also increasing day by day. And pollution, if we do not take measure now, human may extinct anytime in future.
Okay, anybody wants to ask any question to Anik? Or add certain things to Anik's observations? That also you can do.
Please feel free to question.
Either question or add certain points to what he said already.
May I say, sir?
Please.
Tonic. Yes, I want to add something or point out something that Tonic is basically pollution is the is for anthropocentric causes because we humans through everywhere plastics or we over exploitation of every thing or industrialization, all the thing causes pollution. So I think we humans should be more careful because we
Yes.
are the precursor of pollution and we want to save our nature. So it is a contradictory thing, I think. So I
And
think
yes,
yes, yes. So I think we know whoever does it, we already know that we are the precursor of pollution, but we want to protect our nature and ourselves too. Then how could how could I or we control pollution because we are the causes and we want to stop it.
many human does that. I said many human, many.
Yeah, yeah, I understood. I completely understood. But we are the causes, no? Many humans, we are part of human beings, so we are also
Yes,
responsible for that.
yes. Some humans are very careful, but if we spread awareness, we can stop. If we spread awareness to those who do not understand the value of cleanliness and protecting environment, if we spread awareness, automatically people will stop it. If we spread awareness.
Actually, we should check ourselves only. This is the final,
Yes,
actually, this case.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I agree with you. Thank you, Onik. You have done so well.
thank you for questioning me.
Yes, so if there are no other questions, then we will take a break of 5 minutes and get into the effective business communication skill discussions, wherein we have, I have suggested certain points, but you people can always come out with your points. Uh, and what is the point that I had suggested? Just a moment. I had said that. What did I say? Somebody may come forward. Till such time I find it out from my message. Yes, what I had said is discuss a critical issue of your company with your managers and I have also given another topic on communication, that is, explain the Indian geography over telephone to your friend appearing in UPSC interview. That means your friend doesn't know much about geography, but you are a geography student, or whatever way you have learned about geography. So you want to, inform him that India is so much in area. India has got so much of water body. India has got this population. India's main strengths are so and so. So many states are there. India has this systems of political system at the center, and so on and so forth. So much diversity, this and that. The main strength of India, weaknesses are, the population, or whatever you want to say. You can explain the geography of India to your friend who is going to appear for UPSC interview. Or you can also discuss any critical issue of your company. Maybe you want to reduce the cost of your product. Maybe you want to sort out the labor related issues. Maybe you want to sort out some competition which is making your life very difficult. Some competitor has come in and is taking away all your market. You want to discuss that. So you will have a team of, you have to select a team of 4 or 5 or 6 people, and somebody has to conduct the discussion, choose the topic, conduct the discussion, and that's all. That is what we will be seeing, and we will have two such discussions today, and we will conclude the business communication. So from now we take a 5 minutes break. That is how you can also prepare. I am only taking myself off from the scene. I'm there very much with you. In between, you get a time to set right your team and then be ready after 5 minutes. I come back to you. My watch it is 9:15, so 8:50. Uh, I will come back to you. Thank you very much.
So tomorrow is our last workshop, right? It's a 3 day workshop. Hello.
No, Arkobutu, today is the last session.
So today is the last session now. And today is the last session means today is the last class itself.
Yes,
After this,
today
we
is the
don't
last
have any
class.
class.
And it's over.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, everybody. So with you all guys is very um, interesting and very, and it is very good for me to learn it. Thank you. And
Okay,
sir,
Fine, Amit. Thank you.
Has
okay,
sir
we are
given any
back.
topic for us? Topic to us?
As I said, and we are taking a 5 minutes break. The next topic is business communication, effective business communication. And what I said is that we'll have two set of meetings. Each meeting will be conducted by 5 or 6 people, and it will be led by one person, as if you are the MD of the company or whatever department head hote pare. And you can choose any topic you want in the company. I have given you also examples of some of the cost cutting exercise. You are losing good talents, can be a point. We also can discuss too much of competition has come in, and you are getting very big threats. So you are coming out of business. How to come out of that? Uh, losing talents and so on, and you want to diversify. Any topic you can choose and we can discuss. I want to see your communication skill. Okay, understood?
Hello, sir.
Have you, in the last 5 minutes I gave you, have you decided on what is the team that you'll have?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. This is Orijit and from the team Kolkata Legends.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. We 5 members are going to be the team here,
Hmm.
and I will be the aspirant here, the UPSC aspirant, and the other four. Some of them will be the means already. Some of them have already cleared UPSC. That is, some of them are IAS, IPS, or something, and others will be the subject matter experts. So I will be doing a conference and taking hint from them. So that's our plot, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead. I
Okay,
just
sir.
want to see your communication skill based on whatever you have learned in the course. Yeah, come
Okay,
on.
sir. Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Start.
Now let's start it. Mm, so let's take a conference call and Shuatro,
Yes, Arijit, I am here.
yes, and Shuatra and Vidisha have already cleared UPSC. So first of all, congratulations and means thanks from my side for giving me time.
And
And also
we are
the other two
also
members are the
congratulating you,
subject matter
Arjit,
expert.
for
We are also
clearing the mains exam, and wish you all the best for your interview.
Thank you
The
so much.
coming.
And can we have the subject matter experts? That is Ishita and Bitan. Hello.
Hi, Arijit.
Yeah. Thank you,
Congratulations
ma'am.
on clearing the mains.
Thank you so much. Now,
Yes, yes, yes. Tell me.
now as means I'm having certain issues regarding geography. So could you please guide me regarding the subject so that I can clear it your
Yeah,
civil
yeah,
services
yeah.
interview?
No, no, no issues at all.
Yeah, yeah.
no
We have
issues.
several of books. We have several of books like Majid Hussain and all. I can tell you. I can tell you what should you do for your current affairs and all. For cloudaffairs.com, there is a site named cloudaffairs.com. Note it down. After I will forget the name. Cloudaffairs.com. It is a very big site. and it is written the whole the analysis part is very good of that daily current affairs. Yeah, it's for all. Cloudaffairs.com. Daily follow it up and make a separate copy of your, and you will surely
I'm not.
come
Can
out
you
with
repeat?
flying colors. You will surely come out with flying colors. Yeah,
Can you
definitely.
repeat? I'm not understanding. Cloud?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you repeat cloud?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Can
Yes. Yes.
now can you read? I'm not understanding.
What you want to understand? What will not get it?
Actually regarding the can you repeat that website? I want to write
Yeah.
website.
It's cloudaffairs.com. Cloudaffairs.com.
Cloud?
See,
The
cloud
FA?
affairs. Yes, affairs.com. AFFAIRS affairs.com.
Thank you.
It's a best website because it is the analytics part is very good for the daily current affairs. And
Okay. Okay.
if you do, you can get the all geography part as well, because there are several updates on the wildlife sanctuaries and all. Because several wildlife sanctuaries we have, and daily basis there are protected areas called various protected areas as well in India. There are new protected areas growing up in this scenario, because the decreasing part of the forest is very much
Yeah.
menacing things current scenario, and we are no global warming. The all issues are corrected in itself.
Okay.
Am I audible to
Achha,
all of you?
now, hello.
Yeah, am I audible to all of you?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
the issues I can understand, but just I need a bit of information about that since means some of them have already cleared UPSC. So my question is from them that how much blend I need to maintain, means the
How
national
much?
geography and the state geography, means from the home state and the national geography part. How much
just
means
just
which part I need
just
to
read the
focus more?
just read
That's
the
my question.
just read the national geography very precisely, very efficient in a very efficient in manner. If you want to clear the UPSC, I haven't cleared the UPSC several times, but I have cleared WBCS 4 times in a row. I have given mains, but unfortunately I haven't selected for any one of time. That's why I may be a bad candidate, but I can tell you where are the loopholes. You have to get to the point. I don't know what is going on in West Bengal right now. There is only one candidate is selected in Group D in 2021, who is a scheduled caste candidate. I don't want to hurt anybody in this group right now, but it's a harsh reality you have to face. You have to face. You have to check the reality.
Okay,
Nowadays,
okay,
we are the yeah.
okay.
Uh, uh,
Can we please means ask
Uh,
other to
Arijit,
participate also?
yes.
yeah.
So,
Please repeat.
Arijit,
Please
I
means
have some
others.
suggestions
Please.
for
Just say
you.
one by one. Just say one by one.
Yes,
Just
yes,
say
yes.
one after
Yeah.
one, please.
Now, please, Vidisha, please, could you please continue with it? Because it's certain guidelines.
Huh?
So, yeah, Bitan has already mentioned some good resources for you. Those are really helpful to give you some insights, and also the analysis parts are really very good. You will get those things.
You
So,
will
I
get all
would
the
like
things
to.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to add some things with this. I think it will be helpful for you if you understand that what you have already cleared the mains exam, so you already know the geography, Indian geography, you know, but you are to
Yeah.
think about how these are useful in making the administrative decisions. Like, you know, the physiography of India, like you have already learned about the northern and northeastern mountains, northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the Indian desert, coastal plains, and islands. These are not new to you. So now you are to know that India's diverse physiography, including mountains, plains, plateaus, and coasts, influences administrative decisions on infrastructural development, disaster management, and resource allocation. It also guides policies related to agriculture, water management, and environmental conservation across different regions. This, I think, very much helpful, would be helpful for you. Similarly,
That
if
will
you,
that will automatically generate during the course of time when you will lead the whole the course. You will
Right.
automatically generate the inner power in yourself, and you will feel that you will become an administrative officer if from your mind, it will be automatically generated in you. There is no such extra burden to push yourself on that. Just read and practice and practice.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
give you a try.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all.
Thank you,
Hmm.
thank you. And acha, what is the means? What is means? How much does it hold the geopolitical relations? Because so much affairs is going all around the world. So,
Yeah.
how much
Yeah. That's the
geopolitical relations
main
I need
part. That's
to
the main part.
cover?
Yes. I already understood your question. Just give me some time to tell you. The geopolitical part is the main scenario of now these days. If you heard about JAC, that is Japan, America, and China relationship, and RAI, Russia, America, and India relationship, and this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
you have already heard if you are the aspirant, and this is the current scenario of what the everyday changes in the geopolitical relationship, and you have to hard. There is a site called Byju's IS. You have to hard it daily on daily basis. You have to give 45 to 50 minutes time. They are giving the overall scenario in current affairs and geopolitical relationship. And there is a professor called Pushpesh Pant, and he will give the daily discussion over these scenarios of. It's very good, and these resources are that much helpful to you. If you write something with just a paper and pen, you will if you had this for 4 to 5 months, you can write thoroughly just with a pen and paper. You don't need to mug up. You don't
Yeah,
need to mug up this geopolitical relation, because you can't
because
mug
yeah,
up.
yeah, yes. Because it is too
Yes, you
dynamic in
can't
nature
mug up
because
the
it changes
geopolitical relation.
constantly.
If you have to, just let me finish. You have to feel
Yeah, yeah,
what is
yeah.
going on through the world. You have to feel that.
Yes, sir.
Just know the commencement date of America's president, who is currently America's president. Just know the commencement date of China's president. That's all you have to mug up, and you have to draw some outline of Indian map and world map. There are several ways to draw Indian and world map in very short manner. Just give it a try for 2 or 3 days, then you will be master in that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
just feel it.
Hello.
Just feel the learning process, and you will surely go through
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
Don't need to mug up anything. That's all from my end.
Acha, how means how can I interconnect certain subjects like geography with history, geography with polity? How much it helps in interview actually?
It is a course of time. It is a course of time. There is no such shortcut, no such issue. You have to give a regular basis reading hours for at least 1 to 1.5 years. Then you will know among all the relationships why is it happened, because present is the past of history. Present is the reflect of our history.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
There is
yeah,
a
yeah,
saying, present is a reflect of our history.
yeah, yeah,
Just give it a time. There is no way. There is no such a plus b whole square formula that a square plus 2b plus b square for that manner.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Thank you,
yeah.
thank you so
That's all
much.
from my end.
And
Sorry for
Because
that.
I
Sorry
want
for
to
sorry guys. Sorry for interrupt this good amount of your this kind of আলোচনা যাকে বলে আর কি বাংলাতেই বললাম. I can't remember the word for আলোচনা. Sorry for interrupt this and wasting your times, and beg pardon for all of you, and just
no, no, nothing to
share.
waste here. Actually, I am the aspirant, so the interview is means just knocking at the door. So I want certain guidelines from you all. Thank you so much. And the
Nidan,
thing
I
is that
want to ask you something.
hello.
Mhm.
Nidan, I want to
Yeah.
ask.
Hello, Mr. Ajit. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you watch 12th?
Shall I go ahead?
Hello. Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tell me.
I just wanted to know that as you have told that this is your fourth attempt, how did you deal with the failures, your past failures?
Yeah.
Uh,
Hello.
yeah, everybody. I think everybody is listening here about my failure, and they, I think they are
And
wasting
how did you deal with this?
the.
And how did you keep your zeal? Don't waste your time. Listen up my failure, because I am failed. I failed, just failed, and I just keep it going. I
Hello,
just learned.
This was a question for Mr. Arjit, I
hello.
guess.
Acha,
Yes.
whom did you ask the question?
I asked to Mr. Arjit.
Acha,
Arjit
acha.
only presented that he had this is his fourth attempt.
No, no, no. This is my second attempt. This is going to my second attempt. So
Okay, okay,
in
okay.
the running,
Mr.
I couldn't
Ketan,
qualify it.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Tell
Yeah.
me.
So, acha,
how
how
do
to?
you
What was your
how
question
do you
actually?
cope your failure?
Hello.
My question exactly was
Mr.
how did you keep your zeal and how what was your exactly how did you manage your studies? That was my question. What was your plan for the studies and how did you choose your optional?
Mm,
For me, it's for origin.
for I
This was for
guess.
Arjit.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So see, failures are definitely painful, but we need to keep on going. Actually, I can't means just set back from here. This is my this. So something when it is your dream, you can't get get rid of it. So actually, failures are painful, but we need to keep on going it. Now let's give me an example. Like if Virat Kohli scores zero in some match, so it doesn't reflect that he will means just get rid of cricket. So the thing is actually like that. So it works accordingly.
I think
And
Shubham.
And how about the optionals, Arjit?
yeah, yeah, optionals,
Choice of
optionals.
optionals.
Yeah, optionals are something which is totally on yours, totally on you, totally up to you. UPSC has given certain lists of optionals, so you can choose definitely from there. But optional something like that, the subjects which you definitely like, those can be your optionals. So means nowadays there is only one optional, so you can take any of the subject as optional there.
Okay, now I
According to
think
your comfort.
Subhangi had a question. Please give her a chance. Okay, come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please.
Shubhangi.
How do you cope your failure?
Yeah, coping with failures means it takes time, but actually coping up with failures are the most important part of any preparation, I guess, because those works those go hand in hand with the time passes, and as the time passes it gets adjusted, and when it is your dream you can't just get, as I said, just can't get rid of it. So actually in that way I means I have struck off my failures actually. So that's it.
Okay.
Okay, I think this discussion was pretty good. A good hand to everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
The whole team. I am not
And
wanting to name
sorry,
anybody.
sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I just want to add a little point from my end. From my end, just I even didn't talk from 2 days. I just listen all of you guys. Can I say something, sir?
Go ahead.
আমরা আমরা সবাই জানি, আমি বাংলাতে বলছি এটা, বিকজ এটা বাংলার জিনিস। আমরা সবাই জানি বাঙালি জাতিটা, হোয়াট বেঙ্গলি থিংস টুডে, দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড, রেস্ট অফ দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড থিংস টুমরো। এভরিবডি নোস দ্যাট। আমরা বাঙালি হিসেবে যেরকম ছিলাম আমরা রামমোহন বিদ্যাসাগর যেরকম পেয়েছি, বাট আমরা এই 20 বছর ধরে এই পলিটিক্যাল সিনারিওতে দাঁড়িয়ে যে জিনিসটা ফেস করছি সেটা আমাদের বাঙালির চরমতম লজ্জা। It is the harsh reality. It is the harsh reality. Think on it. Just give you a smashing try. নিজেকে শেষ করে দিয়ে ট্রাই করে যাও, কি করে একটা জাতিকে বাঁচানো যায়, কি করে একটা জাতিকে এর থেকে বের করা যায়, এই চক্রব্যূহ থেকে কি করে বের করবো আমরা, সেটা চেষ্টা করো। এমন নয় যে তোমাকে সিভিল সার্ভেন্ট হতে হবে, তুমি নিজের প্রতি সৎ থাকো। আমি আমি 1200 জনের মধ্যে আসা ছেলে, 1200, 2 লাখ পরীক্ষা দেয় WBCS এ। আমি নিজেকে গর্ব করে বলছি না, এটা কোনো গর্ব প্রাউড মুভমেন্ট না, আমি কিছু করতে পারিনি, জাস্ট আই এম এ ফেলিয়ার। আর 5 জনের মতন, ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু আমি 1200 জনে, পশ্চিমবঙ্গের 9 crore প্লাস পপুলেশন, এখন 10 crore প্লাস, সেখানে 2 লাখ প্রত্যেক বছর WBCS দেয়। তার মধ্যে 2020 সালে মাত্র 2000 জনকে নিয়েছিল, তার মধ্যে আসা ছেলে, এবং পলিটিক্যাল সায়েন্স অপশনালের ছেলে হচ্ছে মাত্র 80 জন, তার মধ্যে আই এম ওয়ান অফ দেম। ঠিক আছে, এটা কোনো গর্বের বিষয় নয়, বাট আমি দেখেছি বেঙ্গলি কিভাবে নিজেদেরকে শেষ করেছে ডিউরিং দিস পলিটিক্যাল সিনারিও। 1000 টাকার জন্য আমরা কিভাবে নিজেদেরকে শেষ করেছি, জাস্ট ফর দ্য 1000।
I
ডোন্ট
think
ডোন্ট
enough.
ডু
You
দ্যাট।
have talked enough.
Yes. Yes.
You
Hello,
are not
Vedant.
following the basic guidelines.
Yes. Oh, sorry, sir.
I'm
Sorry.
afraid
It's
I have to stop you.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Just
I want to move to the next topic.
yes,
And
yes,
the next
yes. Can
topic
do. Just
is
can.
regarding some problems in the company, which I said you have discussed UPSC very well done, all of you. Next topic
I
is
can
that
add
you are
question.
sitting. You are no questions. You are now sitting in a conference hall, and I have to follow go by the time. I'm sorry. You are sitting in a conference hall, and you are belonging to a company, and there is a problem in the company. If you are not able to name, I will name there can be labor dispute in the company. There can be serious threat from competitors. There can be cost cutting exercise required. There can be losing of good talents from the company, ভালো ছেলে মেয়েরা ছেড়ে চলে যাচ্ছে, and so on and so forth. You can take one or two topic in the agenda and form a team and start discussing. So time start now, and whoever wanted to say something now, be a part of the team, so that, or if the team is consisting of 4 or 5 people, it doesn't mean that other cannot talk. Others should also talk. Only please follow certain basic guidelines. Do not make it a a bazaar type of things. If you're saying something and you find somebody else is trying to say something, it's all right. Give him or her a chance. You wait for a while. Nothing will go from your side. Nobody will snatch your credit. You will come back again. But you are not giving him a chance. That means he is trying 2 3 times. Maybe he is eager, or he has a problem. He wants to say he will forget or something like that. I don't know. Be a little kind to the others, and show a certain basic courtesy in the meeting and certain guidelines, so that the interference of sound doesn't take place. So we start the discussion. What is the topic that you have chosen? Company board meeting.
New ideas and cost cutting, sir.
Ideas and
Expansion of
cost
the
cutting.
company and cost cutting.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
and choose your team. Choose your team, Abhi. Come on.
I would like to take Vidisha, Gautam, Anik, Ishita.
Are you ready?
Arinban. Can you please raise your hands, guys?
Yes, I am ready.
Yes, I am here.
Ishita and Abuna, are you there?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. This doesn't mean that the others cannot talk. Others can also talk. Ask for permission.
Ishita, I guess Ishita isn't there. Soumya can join us in that case.
Yeah.
Shreyasi can join.
And you speak one by one. Now start. Arijit, start the ball rolling.
So,
Yeah. You have 10 minutes time.
dear team, we are going through a difficult times. That first of all, the new project which we had started, it isn't going well, and I want suggestions from you all. That what my plan is, that we need to cut down our some. We need to uh, do cost cutting. That is, we need to say goodbye to our few of our beloved employees. What's your take on the same? Because our last venture was a big failure. What's your take on this, team? Once we have settled our scores, once we are dealt with this issue, my other plan was to go for a new venture. That also I will propose in the times to come. First, we will have a meeting on this issue about cost cutting.
So,
So, Shreyasi, can you please help me with your ideas?
Yes, sir.
Can
I
you please
think
put
that
forth your view?
yes, sir. I think this is very disheartening that we will take such a big step for our company's benefit. Uh, I think I have noticed so many barriers our employees are facing. I think the toxic ambience and the lack of actually confidence in them are mainly the reason for our loss or failure of the project. So I think we should take a step, but I think we at least try to give them a chance, at least to say their parts also, that what is the problem they are facing. Sir, that is my point.
Okay. So what I feel, Shreyasi, I also had the same view that we were having few of our offices were having toxic environment. So based on the feedback which the center heads had given me, I would personally will be visiting these offices and checking that, try to make the environment cheerful and work friendly first. And second, what I had planned, you can also put forth your suggestions, team, that now onwards we will be planning a training program for the new recruits, so that we can train them instead of going for on job training. We can train them and we can cater our needs from them, so that they can also know that what we are exactly we are expecting from them, as they are raw graduates from the engineering colleges. So they are not they are not aware with the market needs. What's your take on this, team, regarding this regarding this training program?
Yes, sir. This is the best idea. I think we should train our employee first, because without training, they could not they can't handle the pressure or the projects properly. So we should set a guideline, and with proper
What do you
training,
say, Mr. Gautam?
they will definitely do a better job.
I actually feel we should have summarized our total issue, and then we have to make our product selling part to be higher. Like we sell, if we sell one product, and we think that we will make on 5 or 10 products, or say 5 or 10 type products, that we can earn more money. Then it will be some helpful to us. That's it from my side.
Okay, sir, I agree with you in like your planning of training program. But as you said that, I think sacking the employee is not a solution. Okay, I think for cost cutting, we can introduce uh, we can temporarily shut down the production incentive and the annual bonus, etc., to our savings. And if we sack employees, means at least the higher management, I think it there will be a message will go to the employees that their future is in front of question mark. So what happened? I think what can be happen that the the the, uh, the employees who are really work for us, they will find the alternate solution. Like they will find other companies, and the competitors are waiting to snatch our best employees or good employees. So if they left us, I think we will be in more trouble. So I think for that reason, I think sacking the employees is not a solution. I think we can introduce new training programs and temporarily of the production incentive and bonus, and the other cost we will analyze, and we can temporarily shut down that. That is my point.
So what my idea was that, as these employees had spent a couple of years in our company, they the salary which we are giving them is a bit higher. And as we are planning to hire new recruits, we can get them at lower salaries and we can train them also. So we will be saving much of our cost in that. If we are
I am agree
checking
with
the
you.
entire scheme in this issue,
So, I have some opinions regarding the cost cutting.
yes,
So,
please,
can you?
yes, please.
Yeah. So, if our primary objective is cost cutting, then we can see some other sides also. We can, if we focus our operational processes. So, if we uh, streamline the operational processes, so that uh, we can use the automation the things, and I think we can also negotiate with our suppliers who supply the raw materials, for if they can give us some optimum prices, so and some utility costs also we can uh, see in these spaces, we can cut our costs, and some inventory management we can look for if we control our if we plan our inventory management so that we can cut our costs from our logistics. So these things I think will help a lot. Not only sacking people will help us, because if we sack our experienced people and if we hire new people or freshers, then we are to train them, and it's the hiring process itself is not so-called cost effective in this scenario, I think. So keeping the those experienced people, if it is only necessary to sack people, or we are to optimize our workforce, then we should lower the effect from the company side and also from the employee side also. So in my opinion, I would suggest that we should keep the experienced persons, and the less experienced person we can, if we are to, we can say them to manage their own. So these are the points from my side.
Good,
Hello.
good point, Vidisha. I want
Hello.
to add a
Okay,
couple of things
okay. Now,
that.
now,
Hello.
Okay.
Abhi, I'm sorry, I have to cut.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Time shortage. আমি আগেও এরকম কাউকে কাউকে কাট করেছি। প্লিজ কেউ দুঃখী হয়ে যেও না, জানো, কেউ আমার উপর রাগ করো না। আমার পার্সোনালি
No,
I'm
No,
looking
sir,
that's
at
it's okay.
fine,
everybody.
sir.
I wanted everybody to, but at the same time, time factor. So time has come now to conclude this discussion. Please, who will do that? Abhi,
Yes, sir.
are you ready?
Sir, can I try?
Who is that?
Sir, Orijit.
Origin. Okay, two of you can
Yes,
do.
please go ahead, Arjit.
Partly Abhi,
Uh,
partly Origin.
I
Okay.
think Abhi got the chance because he was speaking right now.
Arjit,
All
you
right,
can
all
go
right.
ahead, please.
Okay, Arijit,
uh,
you go ahead. Then we can add,
sir,
Both of two,
to
both of two.
yeah.
yeah,
My point is that since it is the question of cost cutting, so in between means after a few days, can we just skip? Means can we just have some, what do you say, that some people after some days, some people are going to be again in the training section, and in the training they doesn't require, in that is in the internship form, they doesn't require a huge amount of money.
no,
So in
Arijit, a
between,
correction. A correction. You are not bringing in new points for discussion. You are supposed to conclude the discussion. Your team has already discussed. You have to give respect to their team. They have put their points. You have discussed between yourselves. Now you are coming to a conclusion. Meeting has to be ended with a conclusion. Otherwise, this makes no sense.
okay sir,
Please
then please,
conclude the
Summary,
meeting.
summary.
What is
we
discussed?
conclude then. Okay.
What is the discussion? The points, what you have discussed, and what you have decided, what action you have decided. Quickly.
Bhi, please continue. I was having some
Okay, thank you. So, as a team, whatever we have decided, I would like to put for the points that as we will decide then not to cut the cost, but what we can do is we can cut down some perks. We can cut down some of their perks so that it will be a cost effective for all of us. And regarding training, we instead of going for training of new employees, we can have training for the existing employees also, that like a refresher course, so that will help them out. So in that way, we will plan some things in future so that we can train the existing employees itself and cut down some of their perks till we recover these losses.
Is that the conclusion?
Yes, sir.
Increase our sale.
Increase our sales.
And what about some inventory cutting and telling the suppliers to reduce the price? The point someone made, very good points, and those things also has to be added. Please take those points also. Add those points, Avi.
Sir, I am not aware about those technical terms.
Okay, then whoever has said these points, please elaborate on them.
Gautam, can you please go ahead?
Who had said those points?
Yes. If we talk our vendor to sell our raw materials in low amount, or low rupees or low low amount in to sell to us. Other companies they were give them opportunity to higher price or give them higher bid or higher rate to sell all the products to our supplier or from our supplier to them. Okay, that can be helpful, but this is a two-way. Okay,
All
that
right.
is I think.
I think I know there was a lady who spoke about these things. Who was that? It was Vidisha. I said this.
Vidisha, हाँ.
Vidisha, just quickly, just take 10 seconds, 15 seconds at what point. So, बोलो दाओ, quickly.
Sir, I told about
Just
about
mention the points. Don't
yeah,
describe. Yeah.
cost cutting from negotiating with suppliers of the raw materials by reducing utility costs, and of course improving the inventory management that will help to reduce the logistic costs, I think, and of course the marketing spends, these things. And after all these things, I will go for the workforce optimization.
Okay, Avi, as the boss, you conclude this meeting and thank everybody.
So thanks team for your valuable time and valuable inputs. We will try to implement the suggestions which all of you have given, and let's hope that we are able to sustain this loss and we are able to work with a new zeal in future.
Just want to
Thanks all.
interrupt.
Thank you.
Just want to
Sir,
interrupt. When will you get the certificate from the?
No, 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 no. This discussion
sir,
is going
sir,
on.
I have a question. Sir, I have a question. Sir, I have a question.
Avi is concluding. Please, please, wait, your turn. I will give you your time. Don't worry. Avi, please conclude.
I want to know something, sir, from you.
Please wait, Shilbhadra.
Let's work
Patience.
together with new zeal and new force.
Yes.
Have a good time ahead. Chalo.
Thank you
Fine,
very
sir.
much. Now please come out. Shilbhadra, Bitan, whoever you wanted to say something, come back one by one.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I want
Just
to
I
clear
want to
some
know.
doubts.
I just want to know when we will get the certificate and just like that. Just
Acha, see, as regards the certificate is concerned, you will definitely get, which I am aware. But when you will get and which method you will get, that will be told by your Maharaj or Pradeep Bhai. Now,
okay, okay, okay.
in case you find that so many days have passed, but you have not got your certificate, they have not heard from them. Your questions to the group is not being replied. Please feel free to also ask me. You have my
Okay.
mail address. You have my phone numbers.
Yeah, sir. I have both of that. I have both.
So you can ask me, but primarily it is being handled by the placement cell, which is being guided by Pradeep Bhai. So
Okay.
please, please
Sir, sir,
let it
Okay.
be
sir,
from one window.
sir,
He will tell you about certificates.
Okay.
Silvadro,
Sir,
come
sir,
on.
I have,
just
sir,
keep with us. Just stay in touch with us and give us blessings for the rest of our future.
Yeah. We will do
Sure.
that. We will do that. Yeah,
Okay.
Silvadro, tell
Okay.
me.
Okay.
sir, a little bit. I have some doubts regarding Pareto chart. I have not attended the class. Will you please tell me some points regarding the Pareto chart? What is it is related to and what? So some few lines I want to know about it.
We have not discussed Pareto principle and details.
Okay, 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 okay,
I have mentioned that only in the public speaking class, that
okay, okay, okay.
remember the Pareto principle. And what is the principle? That normally, if you are wanting to do something, your
Oh,
complete presentation is not going to be playing that important role. About 15 to 20% of your presentation is going to really give the kick to the people, really going to take you along the path that you want to go. So, even if your 70-80% of your presentation, you should not blunder anywhere, has gone in a normal middle class way, it doesn't matter. But if you have really hit hard and you have impressed the people in 20% of your principle, then you have made it. That is the effect of that is the example of Pareto principle I have taken for public speaking. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sir,
Thanks a
can you
lot. I
please
have
give
no
us the
idea
feedback
about that.
on the last presentation?
This is the over now. The time is over. It's 9:30, and we are concluding this discussion. But today, being the last meeting with you guys, I would like to give you opportunity for asking any general questions that you want to
Uh,
ask.
Sir, can you please give the feedback on the last presentation which we presented?
Excellent, excellent. My feedback is excellent.
Thank you, thank
All
you,
of you have done very well. Yes.
thank you,
I
sir.
want to know about my performance.
Yeah, you want me to tell you that you are one of the best? Yeah.
No, no, sir.
Uh,
I'm just speaking that I have done so many wrong, so
No,
that's why.
but you have done you have got actually most of you I can see in front of me Arindam, Anik Dhar, Vitan Haldar, everybody, all of you have done so very well that it is very difficult to identify. If I have given the task by Maharaj that please choose your best student, I will have real problems because if there are difference in marks out of 10, one of you will be having 9.61, one of you will be having 9.612, one of you will be having 9.65, one of you will be having 9.7, that kind of thing. So everybody has done exceedingly well. All of you have done very well. I would like you to encourage এগুলো মন রাখার কথা বলছি না. I am extremely satisfied. I am satisfied more because when the person who is trying to train you and teach you, when he finds the results in the students, then it is his dividend. He gets the dividend, and he enjoys it the most. Your success, the difference in the way you are talking, the difference in the way you are writing your assignment forms or assessment forms and all that has given me the belief that you people have really got benefited from these courses. Okay. And you have done very well. You have been very kind to express a lot of and throw a lot of praise on me. I must also thank you personally for all this. I am grateful, I'm honored, and I'm very happy with all of you. And there is no difference. Seriously, you have done exceedingly well. I must say that you have not done anything wrong. I don't remember what you have done wrong. So
Thank you,
what,
sir. Thank you.
what can I do? So it's true about Arindam, Avi, or Antika, or Anikdhar, or Trisha Bashak, or anybody. All of you have done very, very well. Now, if there are any questions, you tell me. Otherwise, I'll tell a few things and close today's discussion. Yes.
Thank you, sir. So there is no
Sir,
question from my side, but
Thank
I
you
want
so
to
much, sir.
Sir,
thank you,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Give
We
us
are
sir.
lucky
one
to
more
have you.
cup ice.
We are.
thank you,
Excuse
sir.
me, sir.
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
So
Thank
let
you.
me tell you
Thank
one
you, sir.
observation.
Thank you, sir.
One
I want to say
observation.
something.
One observation, Charles, that there are certain points which I have noticed. Arunendu, give me
Thank
one.
you, sir.
Please give me 1 minute. I have noticed there are certain issues about mental anxiety. There are certain issues about stress management, time management, and there is also certain issue about, and big issue about English speaking. Uh, you know, certain common things like use of o, ha, na, and so on. এগুলো এসেই যায় আমাদের বাংলা বলায় আমাদের লজ্জা পাওয়ার কোনো কারণ নেই, কিন্তু আমরা বাংলা যখন বলবো তখন বাংলা বলবো, এবং বাংলাটা আমরা আরো ভালো করে শিখবো। আমি তোমাদের কাছে জানতে চাই যে তোমরা কতটা বাংলা সাহিত্য পড়ছো, বাংলা কবিদের পড়ছো, শুধু আহ, গতদিনের কবিদের নয়, রবীন্দ্রনাথ, কি কাজী নজরুল ইসলাম, আহ, কি মাইকেল মধুসূদন দত্ত, কি বিভূতিভূষণের লেখা, এইসবই নয়, এখনকার দিনের যারা লেখক, এখনকার দিনের যারা কবি, তাদের কথা তোমরা কতটা পড়ছো, বাংলা নিয়ে তোমরা কতটা চর্চা করছো, বাংলা সাহিত্যর কত গভীরে যাচ্ছ, বাংলা শিল্পের কত গভীরে যাচ্ছ, কি কি করছে আমার দেখার দরকার নেই। ডোন্ট এক্সপেক্ট ইউ টু চেঞ্জ দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড, ইউ আর নট হারকিউলিস, তুমি পৃথিবীটাকে মাথায় ধরে নেই, তুমি তোমাকে ধরিয়ে দিয়ে গেছে, তুমি নামাতে পারছো না, এরকম নয়। ইউ আর নট রেসপন্সিবল, ইউ আর রেসপন্সিবল ফর ইয়োর সেলফ। You can't change others, change yourself if you have to. Improve yourself if you have to. So, what I am trying to say is that few things which I have found, I want to say, don't want to say lacking. I have found that they need a little bit improvement, a little bit of support, are things on mental anxiety. That means a little bit of motivation, happiness related issues, stress management and time management, and also English speaking. Now, you see, I have my courses on this, and I will definitely put in a word to Maharaj. I do not know what are their uh, plans regarding this. It is something where I am not only not controlling, I am not involved in this. So I have no authority or no business to talk about it. But I can only say that I am willing to give you all support on these things, and we will be in touch in future. And I will see to it that you do well in these areas also. And the way you've shown your improvement, the way you have picked up from these four, courses, I am getting a lot of energy. I am really becoming very enthusiastic to, train you more and more and more and more. Not only you, but some of your friends also. And we will be in touch anytime, any issue regarding any problem. Don't hesitate to call me. I will talk to you, and I will try to do my best to help you out. As an elder brother, as an uncle, as a father, as a whatever you want to say, a fatherly figure or whatever, as a teacher or the professor, I will try to give you my best. I don't have as much depth of knowledge as some of the on the subject of mental anxiety or happiness or meaning from life, etc. is concerned, from people like the learned, respected Maharaj of days of the Ramakrishna Mission. I go down to them, I listen to their lectures, এবং আমি অনেক কিছু শিখি তাদের থেকে। তোমরা এদের সংস্পর্শে আসলে তোমরা অনেক বেশি লাভবান হবে, নো ডাউট অ্যাবাউট ইট। আমি একজন খুব সামান্য, আই এম an engineer who turned into a manager, then he turned into a teacher trainer, and basic thing with me that I am a sportsman. I'm a sportsman. I'm a heart of heart Indian first, then I'm a Bengali. I'm not a Bengali first, then an Indian. I'm an Indian first, then a Bengali. Because I've traveled all over India and I've worked from different places. I've also been fortunate to go outside India for many places. So I've seen the culture, and I know there are things to be proud of to be an Indian, and we are Indian, and we should be proud of being an Indian. Keep this in mind, and all of you are excellent human beings. Thanks to your creators, your parents. They have given birth to such wonderful children, and you have done so well, and you will continue to do well and better and better. Whatever little support I can provide you with my own hand and pillar, it is all going to be available to you. Without any hesitation, please get in touch with me, either on the present subjects and these certificates and these courses and all, of course, through Ramakrishna Mission Placement Cell. But even otherwise, we'll remain friends. Thank you very much. We will conclude here. Any questions? The group is still active. You can ask the bhai. Yes.
Thank you so
So,
much,
with your
sir.
permission, sir, I'm leaving, sir. I'm leaving because I'm running out of battery and data, sir. So, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Goodbye.
Sir, I have a
Please,
question.
please forgive me, sir. Forgive me.
Thank you, sir. I have a question.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Bolo. Taড়াতাড়ি bolo.
Sir, will I say now?
Bolo.
You are my best mentor and teacher, sir, and I need your blessings for my future.
Okay, I will ask the God to give you the blessings. We are only mediums, You will get mediums like this in your life. If I have become your medium to get the blessing from God, I consider myself fortunate. I'm such an ordinary human being. আমি খুব একটা পুণ্যবান লোকও নই। তবুও যতটুকু আমি এই বয়সে চেষ্টা করি সাধ্যমতো ধর্ম মেনে চলা, সাধ্যমতো মানুষের ভালো করা, তার থেকে যা আশীর্বাদ আমি ভগবানের কাছ থেকে পেয়েছি, মহারাজদের থেকে পেয়েছি, রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন, রামকৃষ্ণ পরমহংসদেব, বিবেকানন্দ, স্বামী বিবেকানন্দ থেকে পেয়েছি, এদের কাছ থেকে যা পেয়েছি এবং তোমাদের ভালোবাসা থেকে আমি যা পেয়েছি, সেই যে জোর, সেই যে সাহস, সেই যে শক্তি আমি পেয়েছি, সেই দিয়ে আমি আপ্রাণ দিয়ে দেবো তোমাদের জন্য। তোমরা মেন্টার বলে চাও, তোমরা শিক্ষক বলে চাও, বন্ধু বলে চাও, অলওয়েজ উইথ ইউ। নেক্সট, এনিবডি?
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, what is, sir, you are a veteran now, by may say. So what is the spirit is continuing till this age?
What is my age, by the way?
No. What is the spirit inside you which is continuing
age?
in this age?
No, question
What
that
is
is
what is the spirit
Please.
inside you is continuing in this till age, to teaching us, to teach, to motivate us? What is the spirit of the
My driving forces are two. Number one is faith in myself. Number two is faith in God. And if the third there is anything, it is the love from my students. That is my driving force. If you people stop loving me, or if I lose faith on myself, or I lose faith on God Almighty, then I will not have the spirit. At the moment, I have all three of them. So my spirit is right at the top. These are my driving forces. Okay?
Thank you.
Shall we say bye-bye to you? And it's not a bye-bye really, bye-bye for these courses. We'll meet again, don't worry. We'll meet again. Probably personally also we'll meet. Okay? Goodbye to all of you. Stay good. Love to all of you. My regards to your parents. And all the best. May God bless you all of you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Bye,
you so
sir.
much, sir.
Yeah.
Good night, sir.
Yeah.